Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over how to get all of the rewards, the transmogs, the pets from the special Darkening of Tristram event. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, let me go and show you guys some of the transmogs and some of the skins that you can get from this special event. Also want to go ahead and mention that this event is actually only available for this month, so if you happen to be watching this video in like February or later down in the year, it might not be actually live, but maybe in the future it will also make a return. But first off, as far as some of the cool transmogs that you can get, there is a Helm transmog. You're also seeing the Wart's Leg over here, and there's another transmog, the Butcher's Cleaver. So these are the things that you guys can earn. And by the way, this whole event is completely for free. It's not like you're going to require to actually have anything to go ahead and participate. There's also a few cool artworks from Diablo 1, like the King's Sword of Haste. There's different rings, like the Ring of Truth. There's also an optic amulet over here. It's just the artwork. Like, putting some of these on isn't going to change the way that your character looks in terms of it being a new skin, but it's new art assets. And for anyone that is collecting stuff, the King's Sword of Haste is here. There's the Undead Crown, Arcane's Valor, the Godly Plate of the Whale, the Harlequin Crest, and then there's also the Archangel Staff of the Apocalypse. These are all items that were in Diablo 1. In fact, some of these items technically are the original artworks from Diablo 1 as well. They just kind of made them a little bit better in terms of like the resolution for Diablo 3. But these will, just as a heads up, won't change the way your character looks. Like, these already exist in Diablo 3. It's just specifically these two are going to be the ones to go ahead and look out for. There's also a special legendary gem that you can only get during this month, which is actually called the Red Soul Shard, and it actually will grant you a transmog, and I can go and show you what that looks like. It's actually a really cool looking one. So you'll see that we have it equipped over here, and it is in the helmet. And unlike most gems in Diablo 3 for the legendary gems, this one actually goes in only the helm. It does give you a small amount of damage. For level 1, like, it's okay, but if you're thinking about using this to progress in the Greater Rift department, I probably wouldn't recommend it, but this is technically a gem that's only available this month for the special event also. And here's what the transmog looks like. And you can get on all the characters or all the classes in the game, but those are the transmogs and skins that you can get. Now, hopping into the other things that can grant you a reward, and also going over the secret cow pet that you can obtain, as well as that is another reward that you'll be able to get, but it doesn't show you on the achievements. But to access this, all you have to do is go ahead and open up the achievement tab and then go to special events. This is where everything will be. Now, to participate in this event, what you want to go ahead and actually do, let me show this off first, and I'll also put a full walkthrough guide. It takes about an hour to go ahead and do everything. You actually do want to start off as a level 1 character if you want to get all of the rewards, because that's part of one of these special things. So you'll see that Old Ruins will have a pentagram, and that's where you're going to go ahead and go. Make sure you guys also do this in adventure mode, otherwise, yeah, it's not going to be popping up. So you just go to the Old Ruins, and you'll just go ahead and go into this portal that says Tristram. You're going to go ahead and walk all the way to the top to the level 1 of the labyrinth, and it will have, there's 15 levels in the Unholy Altar, then there's the final one, so it's like 17 levels if you want to think of it like that. But it's very, very easy to do. I recommend starting a new character, starting from level 1, soloing it too, and I recommend doing it on hard. But here's where you would enter the labyrinth, and you'll go ahead and complete everything. It's kind of like Diablo 1 built into the game. As they change the way that the interface looks, you can see all like the skills, and like the way that the game looks is supposed to be more similar to Diablo 1. They even changed how the audio sounds and the directional movement. They did a lot of different things, so when you go there, don't worry, your game is not messed up. That's just like this part of the game. But now that you guys know how to access the area, let's go ahead and go over all of the rewards and how to go ahead and get them. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and use this kind of as a guide here, but if you want a full walkthrough, it will be pinned down below. So just going over the ones with the rewards, the first one is going to be kill all 4 bosses in the Darkening of Tristram event. So the first boss you're going to defeat is the Butcher. So the Butcher is going to be on level 2. You'll see that there's a area where there's a door that you can open up, and he will be right there. He will come charging in right at you, so be ready for him. But that is a boss that you could technically skip, as in, like, if you wanted to, for whatever reason, not do it, you can accidentally skip him, is kind of the best term to put it. Same thing with the Skeleton King, as he's not really required to progress. He's actually going to be on level 3. There's kind of a side area that you will enter, and to go ahead and defeat some small minions, and then you'll defeat the Skeleton King. And you can also get the Undead Crown when you go ahead and actually complete that as well. But moving on to the next boss. Now, the Archbishop Lazarus and the Dark Lord, which is Diablo, you can't miss these. You'll have to do these. So the Archbishop Lazarus will actually be on the Unholy Altar, which is after level 15. So basically level 16 is where you will find him. Now, to actually engage with him, you will actually need to open up these 2 switches, and one is going to go ahead and be on the left side. And as soon as you open that, you're going to be teleported right into a room, and you'll defeat a bunch of enemies, and then you'll go to the next switch, which is going to be on the right side. And it's the same thing. You go ahead and push the button, it's going to warp you into a room, you'll kill everything, and once you go ahead and do that, you'll finally go ahead and fight the Archbishop Lazarus. And the rewards for this is the Banner Sigil and Banner Accent, which you'll get after you defeat the final one, which is the Dark Lord, which is Diablo. This one you can't miss. After you defeat the Archbishop Lazarus, there will be a portal. Go in the portal, and then you will defeat Diablo. There are a few switches that you'll have to interact with, but you can't miss it. And once you defeat Diablo, you'll get the Banner Sigil and the Accent. And let me go and show you guys what that looks like. So here's what the sigil looks like. You'll just go ahead and go to General. And this is Ogden's Sign, and the next one is going to be an Accent, and we're going to go to General, and it is the Ogden's Brew. So that's what it looks like. This is just for when you go ahead and place the flag. It's just that. So that is how you complete the Thank Goodness You've Returned. It's a relatively easy one. It's just the Butcher and Skeleton King you can accidentally miss out on. The next one is called the Protector of Tristram, which is to kill all unique monsters from the Labyrinth. Now, this one will definitely take most people more than one try. The reason why is because sometimes you simply don't see them, or it's actually kind of faster if you maybe missed out on one, to not just go all the way back and hope he's there. There are a few nostalgic enemies from Diablo 1, like Garbad the Weak. He's also in here, but eliminate every single one of these. And I will also go ahead and pin in the comment section below a picture that shows off what level that these enemies will be spawning at. And if they don't spawn in, don't worry, your game isn't messed up, just try again. The best suggestion is to just go ahead and make a character, do the whole thing once, and then after that, go on like a high max level character, do it really, really fast, and clean up everything, and do it with, like, let's say like a God DH will just clean up things. Anything that's like a speed build basically is what you want, and you'll just go do it multiple times, and then you should be able to get it done maybe 2 to 3 tries. But getting everything down on the first try is quite rare, so again, don't worry if you don't get all of them down instantly. But it's any of the yellow monsters that you encounter while you do the entire labyrinth. And that reward will be the classic demon portrait, and I'll show you what that looks like. So if we go to customize portrait, we will be able to get the classic demon one, and here's what it looks like. And there's also an angel one that you can get, which is actually part of the next reward when you go ahead and do the Darkening of Tristram event. So the next one is to collect all of the cultist pages from the precursor event. Now, there are multiple areas, but I'm just going to show you guys one of these really quick. So what you're looking for are basically these cultists, but they look a little bit different. They're going to be dressed in white and black. These are called the Temporals, and once you go ahead and defeat them, they'll drop a random page. So it's not like one area has a very specific high chance for like page 1 to drop. It's just random. There's the core of area. There's a lot of areas, and again, I will go ahead and have that in the pinned comment, so you guys can go ahead and just choose which one ever that you prefer to go ahead and farm. I'm not sure which one is going to be the best, but I'm just showing you guys one real quick, so this video isn't super long. But that's how you go and get the angel portrait, which it's basically like the demon one, but I wish I had a blue background. Like, this one has a red for health, and this one has the angel, which is supposed to be like for mana over here. But that is how you complete that one and get that reward. And then now we're on the very final one. But there are some secrets, like the cow pet. So this is how you get the butcher pet. I mentioned before, starting off as a level 1 character in the Darkening of Tristram event, making it a solo game. Remember, adventure mode, and you'll go ahead and get yourself the butcher pet. And here's what he looks like. But there is another secret here. Just like getting the Transmog for Warp's Leg is technically a secret as well. There is also the ability to get another pet, which is actually the cow pet. So this one is the secret cow pet. It's called the Royal Calf, and this is how you get the Royal Calf. It's actually really extensive. So when you do the Labyrinth on level 9, you will find a black mushroom. You're going to go ahead, pick that up, and just save it. Complete the rest of the lab and then do this pretty much after. Just as a heads up, you will need 1,000,000 gold, but that's really nothing in Diablo if you played it. And once you get the black mushroom, you're going to go ahead and do this wild goose chase, so to speak. And here's exactly what you're going to do to get the cow pet. This one, like I mentioned before, that black mushroom that you get is actually going to be important. So remember, you get this one at level 9 of the lab. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go back to the old ruins. We're going to go ahead and go back into the Darkening of Tristram event, the special Tristram portal. This is where it's at. And we're going to actually go to Adria's hut, which is way over to the far right. I'm actually going to go and put the Paragon points in real quick for movement speed. I mean, obviously at this point, we've already completed the thing without using any Paragon points. I feel like it was better for the playthrough to go ahead and not use them. But so this is where it gets really tricky in terms of like what you're doing in this game. So you make sure you have the black mushroom, you put it in the cauldron, you will get the witch's brew, and then you will go ahead and take the witch's brew all the way back to the main town of Tristram. And so we're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to go to Farnham's. He was the drunkard. We're going to get the drunkard's debt over here. It's the money owed. And we're going to go ahead and take this to Ogden. And it will drop Garda's letter. And it says that it's a heartfelt letter from Ogden's wife to the healer of Tristram in regards to the fate of Canas's child. Canas's child is Wirt. And then we're going to go to Pepit's corpse. He will give us the schematics for the healer's prescription. Actually looks the same as the cultist page, but it's the recipe over here. Oh, here's a healer's prescription for the wooden leg. Yeah. And then we're going to take that to Griswold. And then now we will get the legendary plan for Wirt's leg. And so we're going to go ahead and go craft that. This is where Griswold used to be. You can see that there's a spirit over there. And then we're going to go ahead and just go right back into town. And we will go ahead and have to learn this over at the blacksmith. And we'll go ahead and be able to craft the Wirt's leg. And then we're going to go ahead and go back. Like I said, this is a pretty like cryptic thing to go ahead and do. So all you have to do is right click just like you would with any of the recipes. And now he will know how to craft Wirt's leg. So I know my face cam is kind of blocking it. But what you want to do is craft specifically a mace. Where's it? Oh, just go to weapons. Mace, and it will be called Wirt's leg. Let me go move this so now you guys can see it. It doesn't really do anything special. However, interestingly enough, it only costs reusable parts, but when you craft it, it is actually a legendary over here. You can craft more than one of these too. I was actually just kind of curious if I was to salvage these. Let's go ahead. Okay. So yeah, if you do salvage it, it will give you Map of the Stars, which is what you're supposed to do anyways with it. So I guess you can craft lots of these. Not that it really matters, because it's not like it's a good item. Nor, I don't think if you salvage, I'm actually kind of curious. But you can get more than one Map of the Stars. It doesn't really matter though. Okay, so it says Map of the Stars. You probably weren't supposed to find this old map. It appears to have a hoof print stamp on it and the numbers 213. So now we have to go back to old ruins over here. Go back to the old Tristram. And then make sure you do this in the correct order. as you only get one shot out of doing this without reloading into the map. But it's fine. It's not like it's difficult at all. You basically just go ahead and put it in the correct order. So that correct order. So you see that there are 3 of these dead cows. The order, once again, is 2, 1, 3. So if you look at it, 1, 2, 3. Again, 2, 1, 3. And then you will be able to go to the abandoned farmstead. So once you're in here, you will be in an area with a bunch of just grazing cows. They're just chilling. Nothing suspicious about this. This is almost like another cow level in a sense, but it has work stash. And I've already gotten it, so it won't drop. But what will drop is the cow pet. And that's going to go ahead and wrap things up, guys. So that's how you get every single one of the rewards, as well as the secret cow pet that is available for the Darkening of Tristram event. Now, if you guys do want to watch the full walkthrough, we did a full walkthrough with all the 100% achievements, but this video is just going over the ones with rewards, as there are other things to go ahead and do during this. But, of course, most people just want to do the things that is going to grant them some sort of incentive. But anyways, that's going to be it, guys. And if you want to check out that full walkthrough, it's about, again, an hour long. It will be down below in the pinned comment section below. But thanks for tuning, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. And if you are new here and you do want to see more Diablo, more action RPG content in the future, Path of Exile is going to be making an announcement tomorrow, which will be quite awesome. But we'll be covering Diablo as well as other games in the future. But take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one, and I'm signing out. Peace.